Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. Two videos today. The first one, this one, is about how I put my videos together. Two reasons really. The first one I did, the last video I did about starting up your YouTube channel. So this one follows on how I put my videos together, the software I use and stuff like that. But before we get going and move over to the computer, I got a Prezi. I had to pay for it myself, didn't I? I'm allowed to have samples of my goods, my wares, so I still have to pay the cost and the shipping, but I don't pay the profit, which would be silly as it's mine. But just a word on the merchandise store. I've added some t-shirts and sweatshirts and things in there, and I've kept them incredibly simple on the grounds that I appreciate people might want to wear them out, and shouting loud stuff all over the front and the back might not be appropriate for something you might want to wear out. Plus, I wanted one myself. Basically, when I'm working out here, especially if I'm on camera, it's not warm out here this time of year, and just being in a shirt, I get quite nippy sometimes, and it takes my concentration away. So I wanted something warm to put over the top of my shirt. So I wanted a sweatshirt. I thought, well, let's go and design one and put it on the merchandise store and buy it, and then I can wear it and people can see what they look like. We can have a look at the quality and all that sort of stuff. So that was the reason for that. Bit of a plug on the merchandise store again, and thanks to all those who've already bought stuff. I hope you're pleased with it. That's my first one. The t-shirts and sweatshirts have just basically got, some of them have just got the logo on, some of them got the logo and more coffee, so sort of like that, but up in the top left hand corner of the front of the t-shirt, nothing on the back. They're very simple designs. And even if you only wear it while you're flopping around watering your orchids, it might be nice. Yeah, and Christmas is coming, tell your other halves, Roger's got a t-shirt that I want, you can get it for me for Christmas. Right, let's get on with the point of the video, which is putting a video together. Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. This has all the hallmarks of being capable of me getting in a right muddle. I'm filming a video about putting a video together, and the video I'm going to put together on this film has already been filmed, otherwise I wouldn't be able to show it being put together. So what I've got to do is remember that the video I'm going to show putting together is not the one I'm actually filming at the moment. They will get posted in reverse order. So this one that I'm filming now will go up first, but the one we're going to put together will follow immediately after, which is just one of my normal videos. So I've downloaded the video that we're going to put together. So I can't film that because obviously I've got to take the clips off the camera. Can't film while I'm fiddling with things. So we'll chuck that in there. That's got my clips in, and get the software loaded. A word about the software, the PowerDirector. When I first decided to start messing about with videos, I'm a computer person. I don't work on my phone. I use my phone for phone calls and texts and taking pictures photos now and again, not for videos. And I certainly had a lousy phone in those days that wouldn't have been able to do that anyway. So I had a look round on the internet and found the various video editing software, from professional versions to produce films like Lord of the Rings, down to mucking about in your back garden type stuff. Varying degrees of abilities to do things, but what caught my eye with PowerDirector was an infinite number of tutorials on YouTube on how to use it, and as I knew nothing about it, I thought that could be good. Because when I first loaded the software up and looked at it, I thought, what do we do now? I didn't know where to start. I didn't have a flipping clue. So watched some tutorials, got my head round it, and with some practice I now treat it as second nature. I don't even think about it. And I only use about 10% of what this software can do, so this is really far too powerful. But it was on a very, very lucrative offer at the time, so I got it. And basically PowerDirector is currently on version 17, I think. I use version 14, which is an older version, so it hasn't got so many bells and whistles on, But the beauty of it being not supported anymore, in other words there's no updates, you get it as it is it's dirt cheap to buy compared with the full-blown latest version. So you can pick up version 14 on a disc, which means you don't lose it. Very cheap, very cheap. And as I said, there's a multitude of tutorials on what to do with it when you get it. Obviously if you use a phone, this is probably of no use whatsoever. If you use a phone, you do everything on your phone, load it onto YouTube, job done. And that's probably the simplest way. So we've loaded the software. Right. So starting from now, this is putting a video together. This is the sort of time I put in. I'll try not to get interrupted and do it. So first thing I'm going to do is open a project, and I have one called Project Start, which is my basic start point. Yeah, these are things I've done in advance and don't ever need to do again. It's got my startup. I'll just take time out. Yeah, you all recognise that. Yeah, that's my startup routine. So that's already done. Yeah, I don't need to ever do that again. But if I don't want to lose that particular project so that I can reuse it over and over again, I need to rename the one I'm doing now so that I don't overwrite it. So we'll do save project as. I have to do this each time. The video I'm putting together is going to be called Cat Layer Surgery. So we'll give it a name. That will change Project Start to Cat Layer Surgery. I've now maintained my original one and created a new one with a different name. That's all that's for, otherwise I'd flipping lose my startup routine. So that's got me a start. Obviously I've got a blank title page which gets adjusted for each video in turn. Obviously that bit needs to be done, and we're just calling this Cat Layer Surgery. That's not the name of this video that I'm filming, it's the name of the video I'm putting together. This is where I can get in a right muddle. And then all I need to do with that is just make it look pretty. As it's only a single line title, I can just get that somewhere near the middle, slightly bigger letters than normal. Back that way a bit, just so that it lines up with the bit above. That'll do. So that's that done, that's the title page done. And then so that I can see what I'm doing, I just expand the timeline. Now we go and get our clips. Obviously this has to be done each time. So we import, where are we? Oh God, I've been playing with this again, haven't I? This PC, desktop, everything for videos. Guess what's in everything for videos? Yep, everything for videos. And that's the folder I want. This is the clips of the video we're putting together. Cat Layer Surgery. You see that one after this one. Right, there were two clips, so we just drag them in, line them up with my start. This works quite well with lineups, so you don't make mistakes and get gaps or overwrites. That's the second clip. Just see, as soon as it touches, you get a black line, so I know that's now right. So that's my two clips in. Now we go and get the ending, drag that back. That's that. And then this little long bit down here is my watermark, yeah, that sits at the bottom of all my videos, which stops people nicking it and calling it their own. They'd have a job to get that out. And then just bring that back and line that up with the end of the video clip, not the end of the ending bit. Now if that was just a normal chat type video with me just waffling away, I would have now finished, and I would just save that, and that will be it. That's it. But now this one, I need to do a couple of other bits which will show a few of the sort of things that you can add in with a bit of editing software. I've got 3 plants in this video that I want to actually name. So I've just moved the timeline in a bit so that we're into the actual video itself. Now I'm going to put a pop-up title in there, which is just one I prepared earlier. and I'm shoving that down there because I've got something else to do at this point. We'll modify that because it's just got random words in it. And that particular plant we're looking at is Cattleya Young Min Orange, making sure I've spelt it right. Quick double check, because my typing and my spelling and what I'm saying is not necessarily all the same thing. So that's the pop-up done. Now, because I've got 3 plants in here, I'd like to actually show what the blooms look like. So we'll go and get pictures of the blooms. So we need to go back to import, media files, not in a folder this time because they're all over the place, and we need the folder with all my pictures in, and we'll go and find the 3 plants that I want. This doesn't always have to happen, obviously. Right, that's one, the Cattleya hybrid. Young Min Orange is another one, and the other one I want is my Ivana Gara, which is a bit further down somewhere. God knows where that is. It'll be after all the dendrobiums, I expect, because it doesn't begin with D, does it? They're in alphabetical order, which makes finding them relatively easy. Come on, where are you? I'm looking at a funny angle here, which is making... Ah, there we are. And we'll have that one. So we'll bring those in. That's my pictures of the blooms of the plants I'm going to be talking about. And the first one I was talking about was Young Min Orange. So we'll drag the picture in, line it up with the title box, expand it to the same size as the title box, and then we can fiddle with the image on the screen as it's going to appear in the video, and I usually put them in the top right corner, making sure I haven't obscured half the plant that I'm looking about. So that's that one done. Now we're going to find the other plant. I've got to find the point in the video where I start talking about the second plant. There we go, somewhere there. Get it somewhere near the beginning. That'll do. You'll see where it appears. Right, so we'll drag our picture in. This is just the orange hybrid. Go and get a title. Drag that in. Expand the picture to the same size so that they appear and disappear together. And play with the image up in the top right hand corner for you. There we go, making sure I don't obscure the plant. Now we've got to go and find the last one, which is the Ivana Gara, which is the one the video is all about, really. Right, so that's me getting it, pulling it onto there, and that'll do. It's not absolutely critical where it goes, quite honestly. Now I've got to remember how to spell it, haven't I? Modify the pop-up. A lot of videos I don't have to do any of this. Somebody told me that when this was registered as Apple Blossom, that it was registered as all one word. So I'm going to put it in as Apple Blossom, all one word. And somebody will either say, yes, that's right, or no, it's not. That saves me doing the work, doesn't it? Some people love doing that sort of thing. I can't be bothered personally, but we'll try it that way round this time. And then we want our picture, stick that up there, line it up again, play with the image, again top right hand corner, somewhere up there. There we go, and that movie is now finished. All I've got to do is save it. So that's how long it took to put that particular video together, and that's the one that will follow the one I'm filming now, putting it together. See what I mean about getting in a muddle? Right, so that's the video done, the work done. The next bit of work the software does, which is you produce the video, so it gets all those clips and bits and pieces and just puts them together in a single file ready to go on YouTube. You get lots of options of the type of file you wish to produce, from very simple, not very good quality, to incredibly high quality. The one that I use is this one, which can go right up to incredibly high quality, but I don't. Most of the people, well, over half of my people, my viewers, watch my videos on their phone. That's a small screen. You don't need the highest quality image to watch it on a small screen. Now if you've got an 8 foot by flipping 3 foot TV screen, you might need the quality. The quality goes right up to very high, yeah. Well, I don't go that high because I don't need to, and it would take too long to put the video together. So all I do now, this is preset, so it comes up the same each time, is hit start, and it will go away and start producing that single file to go on YouTube. I can now walk away. I can leave that. I can just let it sit there and come back to it later. So the work is done. So that's how I put them together. When this is finished, it will have produced a single file, which I can then give a title to and load onto YouTube using the normal YouTube stuff. I'm not going to go into that because people load their videos different ways. I use the YouTube Creator Studio, but that's because I'm on a computer and it's there. It's just ready to go. So that's it. That's that file done, or that video done. And that video will follow this one on how I put it together. So it'll be the actual this video that's being produced now will follow on from this one, called Cat Ear Surgery. This one will be called Putting a YouTube Video Together. But I haven't finished it yet, I'm still filming. You see what I mean about getting in the muddle? So now that I've finished filming and I can say thanks for dropping by and all that sort of stuff, I get these clips off the camera and do the same thing as I've just done so that this video that I'm filming now can go up first. And then this one that we're producing can follow on. Anyway, bit of fun, and see you next time. Bye for now.